Oh, would you look at that? Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I'm live. Wonderful. I can never tell. Why does it say upcoming? It's not scheduled. There you go. Let's hear my disgusting voice again. Come on. I believe. I believe, internet. Oh, there it is. Okay, wonderful. I am live. So, I highly doubt anybody's going to be here, right? Because it's pretty late. It's 11:10 p.m. in good old Canada. Also, I need to do something about my lighting, or maybe not wrinkle my fucking papers as much, because this is disgusting. The lighting looks so bad. I just ate. I have finished all my tasks for the day, right? Okay, well, whoever's here, probably gonna be nobody, but whoever is here, please draw along, keep me on the background, mute my ass, give me retention, right? I already convinced my sister to do that, so I just need to convince about 500,000 more people. We should have an art empire growing, very, very fruitful. Is that my spit? What the fuck is that little stain? You guys see that? But okay, one watching. Just accept it. Your community, the tiny community that you have, they're not gonna be here, right? You can fucking 100% bet that the second somebody says hi, I'm gonna start salivating from my nethers. So okay, so what is the plan? If I recall correctly from the last stream, end of last stream. Why am I saying laughed? What the fuck? I'm all over the place. My brain is not working. I have a lisp, right? Spinal, but let me keep feeling up the paper while I think. Okay, so last stream, I said I want a gun, somebody holding a gun pointing this way, like a mech hand holding a pretty heavy duty gun. Because I'm thinking about composition. Do I understand composition? No, but I've been told when I went to Fan Expo last year, 2025 Fan Expo in August, I asked them about composition. They're like, try leading the eye, right? Try having elements that lead the eye. So obviously, I want everybody to look here, right? Which is why everything is kind of stretching towards this. You know, things are kind of going. I mean, I don't know if it's working, but that's my general idea is like kind of lead things, like draw shapes, leave space, bars. I didn't even mean to fucking do that. But either way, I want a gun pointing here. I want, and then like that will set the precedent for skill because I'm gonna have another mech probably in the background, right? Which will be what this person is, but it'll just be their hand, right? And they'll have the same gun and they'll be pointing it at him like this, right? Now, where is my horizon line? Because clearly I've fucking forgotten. Horizon line is here, right? Horizon, fuck, Jesus. Horizon line, Horizon line? Oreka somebody? What the fuck? Horizon line is here, right? If we take this, we go all the way. If we take this, we go all the way. We're like, wow, it's somewhere right around here. Very good, very good. So, yeah, that's all I have to say. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna draw. Let's just start. I'm very, I guess, mentally fatigued, but I have not drawn today because this is supposed to be my drawing for the day, right? So. Okay, okay, let's just start. I need to think about the placement of this gun. Like, obviously, drawing is thinking. So, what am I thinking about? I'm trying to think about generally, like, I'm trying to think about the box first, right? Because I don't do that often. Like, my mind, for some reason, the more complex shapes I can draw, makes sense. The more complex shapes I can draw, the more I start thinking in complex shapes. But I don't think that's that beneficial when it comes to placing elements, right, on a screen. Because right now, what I need to do is yabba dabba do, right? Which is to ensure that I'm actually what the fuck am I trying to say? Jesus Christ. To ensure that I'm actually drawing things proportionally accurately, right? So yeah, I don't know. Make sense, right? I need to think about things simply. Jesus Christ. Okay, so this is probably already a mistake, but I think there's definitely a way to salvage this through something like that. And what is this supposed to be? Well, I'm trying to turn it into a scope. Right, I'm trying to turn it into a scope of sorts. Um, and again, I don't think I did the perspective correctly when it comes to these diagonals, but we just have to. Well, it's like, do I even understand what a scope is? Like, it doesn't really matter. Because there you go. There you go. That's a pretty, like, that's incorrect perspective. That's straight up fucking pointing at his goddamn head. So now it's just about the difficult part, which is everything else, the design, right? The composition, the fucking shapes, everything else is the difficult part. And that's why we just have to take it one step at a time. Keep trying to zoom out, obviously. Keep trying to zoom out is the biggest thing, right? And this pen is finally not absorbing ink as much on the paper, which is a good and bad thing. Good thing because my lines aren't as bad. Bad thing because that means I can't witness how bad my lines actually are. And I would rather my lines always be ass so I can always have something to work towards than have this false sense of competence, right? That is genuinely what I do not want, right? So again, this gun is pointing at his head. We will okay, well that was completely off. Have to fix that. But well, I'm going to try to maybe have like some interesting attachments to this gun, whether it fucking makes sense or not. Jesus Christ, it really is just one person watching. I'm so lonely. It's just me. I even told my goddamn sister to reach and she didn't. This piece of shit. I'm gonna have to beat her ass later. But until then, 'tis just me. And very, very fun, he says, with zero remorse. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Jesus Christ. Anyways, so let me try explaining what I'm thinking of. I'm still trying to think about the box, right? But the main thing is I want to also think about the shape that I'm drawing. And the biggest thing is to not fuck up the perspective, because obviously we want the gun to be pointing at him, right? Like that's the main thing. And I'll be completely honest, this type of perspective is very new to me. It's very different. It's very difficult, right? And on top of that, I'm trying to design something which I would like to quote unquote say is, worthwhile, right? I'm trying to design something worthwhile. I'm trying to actually draw something that has merit, right? To to a degree, and that's where, and this is probably the end of the gun, because obviously again I want to really, really, really make a point that like I'm trying to lead the eye, right? But I can't lead the eye if I keep fucking up. But you know, this isn't bad already. Like I feel as if I'm getting a general idea down, and that's what matters to me. Again, it's like, okay, how are you coming up with these little designs, right? Well, it's all just what ifs. What if this angle jutted out like this from this thing? What if this part of it that's jutted out actually had a subtraction like I just drew? What if, what if, what if? And how did I get to this point in my skill of what if? Sheer volume and trial and error. And always thinking about the fucking perspective, right? There's no like sexy or kind of magical answer. I think a lot of beginners don't fuck up, bro. It's too late. My life, my entire birth had dictated the fuck up. So now it's about just keep moving forward. Attack on Titan. Oh yeah, totally. Anyways, see, like that line was a fuck up. Let's see what else. There's gonna be bare fuck ups. Anyways, what's up, Green? Truly, honestly, Green is probably one of my most consistent fans, and for that I appreciate him. What I don't appreciate is how he doesn't give me money, right? And look, that was a fuck up. Look at that. That's uneven and it's too close to this part over here. It looks really off, right? These are all fuck ups. These are all fuck ups. And again, I'm keep continuing to try to zoom out while I draw this, right? So, but yeah, Greened the OG. Oh, been around for a while now, since like fucking 80 subs or some shit. I don't know the exact number, but I know you've been around for a very long time, right? You're the goddamn channel bicycle, right, motherfucker? All right, fucking close your damn legs. Unless it's for my retention, then please spread them, sugar toots. But okay, it's starting to look decent, right? It's starting to look pretty. What is the right word? Not shit. Not shit. Oh, is that a happy face? Jesus Christ, bro. Why are these emojis so ugly? Hey, EVG, your boy EVG Aman. How you be, my guy? Right? What's guaning? Okay, so this gun is definitely pointed at him, and we can close it off like this. Like that's the ratio, right? That's not a bad ratio. That's another thing about design. It's like, okay, we want a little space here, big, medium, small, all bullshit words. They don't mean anything to me because I don't know what they mean. Like I haven't built the skill of design. This is all just based on just practicing different ratios and angles. But again, like silhouette, right? Something that juts out here, then comes down a little bit here at this specific size. I was watching Broken Jaw stream. Me too. He was fucking rapping at one point. It was hilarious. What the fuck he was doing. But it was entertaining to say the least, right? But here, is this what the fuck does a crosshair look like? It's hilarious. We know these things from movies and shit, but then the second you have to draw it, you just completely forget. Is that a crosshair? I think he's just praying. This is just a religious gun, right? Oh, right, Ave Maria. But yeah, um, let's see. And then like little details, maybe like there's a cylinder, i.e. a nut, right? And we all like nuts. I like to nut every single day, actually, right? Going through, these little details seem to make a difference. And then again, maybe like this is a huge, huge risk I'm taking. It's like, okay, maybe if I do something like this. And again, that line wasn't even that good. You see how these lines are too thick? This tiny ass line you see right there, these lines is kind of what I want to mimic. But oh, see, that was a huge fuck up. Look how wiggly that line was. Once I get a better camera, you guys will start seeing a lot of the constant fuck ups I keep making. But until then, you'll just have to believe me. You'll just have to believe me. Right? Okay. See, now this is where I'm probably really messing up because I keep wanting to add things to this, but we'll leave it. The gun is the gunned. The gun has gunned, right? W? W indeed, right? Also, I hope you didn't actually get butthurt for me calling you a Kraton in the Discord. Twas but a joke, my friend. It was but a joke. If I can't joke with you, who can I joke with? Clearly nobody, because you are truly my most parasocial of fans, right? Think about that. Without you, who will I refer to as a true Viggy fammer, right? Parkit? Don't tell Parkit, but he is second best at most, at last, right? Exactly. But anyways, and you can see it. This is a fuck up. I misaligned this. Brother, I am chill. I am very chill. I don't know how old you guys are, but at fucking 28, you don't really give much of a shit. And I hope it's all understood that I just meme my way through life. Like the only thing I'm serious about is improving. Right? But even then, I'm constantly shitting on myself. Right? I'm always fucking around. Viggy Nutter. Exactly. Unk, thank you. I appreciate it. Right. But hey, the gun actually looks pretty decent. What the fuck? But this is like just again trial and error. Vunk, the Viggy Unk. We're hashtag Viggy Unking, right? But yeah, the gun looks pretty damn good. And again, it's just trial and error. Like and it's beautiful because I don't have a fucking box, sphere inside the box, central line inside the sphere inside the box. This goes to show when I don't have 4 layers of or 3 layers and 23 calculations to think about, a la this, right? Spoiler alert for part 79, which hasn't even been scheduled, right? When I'm not doing this shit, right, which is just grinding the fuck out of my brain and trying to see this in my goddamn mind while trying to design shapes over it, right? When I'm not doing that, this is what happens, right? Like this is the working memory that's being allowed to occur because I'm not trying to hold multiple different layers of visualizations and calculations in my mind, right? This is intuitive drawing, intuitive drawing, right? So again, I hope that's informative, in the sense that like, oh, when you put excess cognitive effort towards specific things, other things will lessen in their output. Yet, you are still building that skill. I hope it goes to show through this random fucking gun. What do you do beside drawing? You're 28. I play piano, I'm learning to code. I got laid off, I was a designer, a UX designer, right? I work out, right? And I hang out with friends. What else do I do? Gym, code, apply to jobs, play piano, draw. What else? Fuck. What the fuck else do I do? I guess that's all I do. And hang out with friends. Right? Yeah, that's my life. Took a while to get here, which is good. Because then I wouldn't have appreciated it if it happened immediately. Right? What about you? What do you guys like to do? Jerk off? Me too! Right? Okay, so now I don't know where to take this gun anymore. Let me put a little cheeky reference for you guys. Oh, he's doing the thing. Oh, 6-7, oh, 6-7, this is funny, this is funny. Right? Fucking Jesus. But yeah, that's just what I like to do. Right? That's what I like to do. To be honest, if I liked to Jew, I'd have more money. So I just like to do it currently. Right? Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. The crowd goes wild, right? Chill, Viggy. It's drawing, not math. It is math, actually. That's where you're mistaken. Drawing is literally calculations. At least becoming an expert draftsmanship, drawing from imagination, learning form, right? These are all calculations, and that's where most people are mistaken. Is like it is calculations. People are capable of it. Clearly, I'm capable of it too. Right now, this is me not even thinking that much, but it's because of the intensive calculations I do in my main practice, a la my main videos on my channel, that I'm able to output this at just kind of just casually drawing and talking and not really thinking that much. It's not the other way around. The effort you put is a direct indicator of the capabilities that you have, right? So yes, I would like to rebuttal with it is 100% calculations, right? And it's a beautiful thing to be able to tax your working memory to the extent that I have, or the extent that anybody can when it comes to draftsmanship. Um, yeah, that's all I have to say about that, which is a lot, but that's one thing. Like the whole demystifying the art process. Like I want to make it very clear. Like none of this is fucking abstract or unintentional. It all has purpose because art is full of purpose, right? Like it's all thought through. You know, drawing is thinking. What the fuck? At this point, you should know more than anybody that drawing is thinking, bro. Like I swear you watch my vids. What's this fake Vigifamming on my goddamn channel? But let's see. Mel, I don't calculate so much. Hi, honey poo. Oh, Crystal, you shouldn't have. Right. I like how you tied that thing around the tire. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, again, just trying to figure it out, right? That shit grinded my fucking brain because I'm like, how the fuck does it even look? That's when you kind of have to make shit up and be like, I think it's like this, right? But let's see. Well, this gun was supposed to be a lot bigger, but and honestly, it probably should have been angled, right? But if that's the case, maybe, how are we doing and how far are we? Well, I just started with this. This is what we started today, right? So not that far. I'm doing good. Um, yeah, don't say my bad, but I really want to get across to anybody here because you guys are early, right? 10 years from now, everything I say will just be like, oh, okay, he proved it. 15 years from now, it'll be like, okay, like he clearly knows what he's fucking talking about. But right now, everybody's early. Everybody's early to what I'm saying. And what I'm saying isn't anything new. It's just me regurgitating people 100 times better than me say, right? But you didn't see their process. You didn't see them go through it. You're welcome. Look forward to the next 10,000 fucking hours of practice, right? Watch me become great and all that. But I really want to like clarify. Like drawing is fucking thinking. Everything takes effort, and everyone's capable of that effort. And just because it's difficult doesn't mean it's not worthwhile. Like it's actually the complete opposite. Because it's difficult is why it's worthwhile, right? Like, and you don't get to this level of skill. And even though I think this level of skill is paltry, you don't get to this level of skill through not effort. I mean, in 15 years, I'll probably be too busy being great myself. LMAO. Well, don't worry. The YouTube algorithm will definitely keep shoving my ass down your throat. Usually, I don't know how you'd fit a butt cheek down somebody's throat, but it will find a way. All right, good on you, good on you. Greened, I am 17. Nice. That's very young. Holy shit. I remember when I was 17. What the fuck? You guys are children. But let's see. Actually, I'm struggling right now because I don't know what to do with this. And I think a lot of that has to come down to I don't know what. Yeah, like I don't know how to finish this gun. I'm 14. Bibis. I agree, right? Complete bibis. I'm 4. You're 14? Silencio, Bruno. What the fuck? I am 16. What the fuck? Why are kids watching my channel? Vicky, do you know Mario Miranda? Who the fuck is that? Why would I know any of this shit? Did I not just mention all I do is fucking lift, code, draw, piano, what else do I do? Eat and sleep? Like I don't pay attention to any of that shit, bro. Whatever that is, I don't know it. Okay. Um, yeah, like I'm literally just working all the time. I have piano, very good, very good. Mario Miranda also draws. Good. I draw. Incredible. This the caliber of the quality of the conversation on on my streams, unparalleled, unparalleled. Okay, so how is somebody gonna hold this gun? That's something I have to think about. How the fuck are you holding it? Right? How are you holding it? I'm gonna fuck this up. Guys, just be very aware what I'm about to draw is going to be a huge fuck up because I don't know how to draw hands. Right? So just be very aware. And we can all meme it to be like, ha 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 ha, that's so funny, right? It's so bad. So I'm just letting you know, like be very, very aware because I don't know Family is talking. I don't know if you guys can hear my family talking too much, but let's see. Yeah, I have no idea. I know how to draw hands, bro. Thank you for the flex. But still, Viggy, we can tell you, little bro. What? I'm so confused. I'm gonna learn coding. He is like really good. I didn't do any of that other stuff. Still, Viggy, we can tell you, little bro. Do you mean call me little bro? Coding in the big 2-6 ain't tough. Yeah, if you rely on AI, but if you use AI to help teach you, it's extremely beneficial, right? I mean, the whole point of what I try to say is use your fucking brain, because your brain won't matter in the long term when it comes to the way technology seems to be progressing. So you have to self-inflict discomfort, right? It's very easy to do fucking nothing in this day and age, but that's not what I try to. Wait, hold up. What kind of gun should I even make this? Okay, if this is the right hand. Fuck AI. Embrace math. Yeah, embrace actually learning. Thank you. Embrace doing difficult things, right? Embrace uncertainty. Embrace all of that. Okay, let's see. What did I... Maybe this is the mech. Guys, like, I can't think right now. Like, I genuinely cannot think. So I want to, I'm just trying to be transparent that whatever this happens, this is going to be very fucky. And I'm just going to have to go with it. That's not a fucking gun. That's an engine. Zlog. Right? Brain equals draw. Yeah, I mean, you need anatomy for that, though. Exactly. And I haven't learned it yet. I haven't gone through the fucking broken draw. What the fuck? I haven't gone through the Artwad figure roadmap because I'm doing portraits right now. And like anybody who's part of my channel, you should at this point be very well aware. Like delayed gratification is the name of the game. Like you should just be aware of that. It's like don't expect anything to occur until 5-10 years down the line. And then it'll occur, quote unquote, overnight, right? And everybody be like, how did he do it? Oh my God. Oh, holy shit, he's so good. Right? And I'll just be like, it's almost as if I kept talking about the fundamentals for literally fucking years on end. Are you close to doing stuff besides form? Well, I heard Canadians season their food ketchup and salt. Well, yeah, I'm Canadian, but I'm also brown, so we use masala and salt, right? But are you close to doing stuff besides form? Well, everything I do is form. It's just gonna evolve on top of that. Like again, by the end of the year, you should see some pretty decent portraiture. By the end of next year, you should see some pretty advanced portraiture. And then after that, I'll move on to finishing the beginner roadmap, art wad, and then I'll go on to figures. There's brown Canadians, yes, right here. See, right here. Right. We shitkins exist everywhere, right? But let's see. How do I want to? Okay, so I don't know what this is gonna look like. I actually don't know what I'm gonna do here because I need a hinge. Oh, maybe I should draw a hinge right here, actually. And I may have made plenty of mistakes, right? You look white to me. I sound white, you know what I'm saying? I roll my R's, right? So I understand the confusion. I am very passing up until you see what I look like. And you hear the turup in the background. But until then, I'm as white as can be, right? Ooh-wee. So I don't know which direction I'm taking this in, but I'm going to, let's see, how do I want to do this? I have no idea where this is going. I have no bland ass food. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't touch grass. What are you guys talking about? What the fuck? I'm so confused. There's brown Canadians. That's not a fucking gun. There's so much going on. Green says we should collaborate. Yes, that will happen, right? What is the monetary incentive though? That's a real question. Right. I just listed my schedule. You think I have time for collaboration? Unless you have 5 million subscribers, get the fuck out of my set. Give me on the background. Give me retention, right? Listen, I don't even like. I could barely do that stream with Broken Draw that I did. Like we just happened to both be free that day. But yeah, fuck it. We'll collaborate, I assume, at one point. Yo, even I want to collab. Everyone wants to collab YouTube auto censors slurs and comments. Yeah, because they're fucking pussies. Okay, they're absolute fucking cunts. That's what they are. Remember good old 2008 to 2013 YouTube before everything went to shit? Fucking absolute queers. And I mean that in the truest sense. They're really happy with themselves, right? Like or they're very curious individuals. Actually, I don't know. There's like multiple definition of queer, right? And we all know I only ever mean the positive ones because I'm a good person, right? Because the slurs you use is what insinuates if you're a good person. I truly stand by that, right? Which is why I never swear. But I have no idea where this is going. The drawing, right? So you collabed with Broken Draw? Yeah, and then you deleted the stream because I swear too much. Like fucking to make Purple Haze's point. Right? Like he also, and by the way, like that's not really anything against him. Like he just cannot, it makes sense. Like his channel is his business, and he can't risk having a dickhead like me being like, "You're all a bunch of cunts, so like, subscribe, give me retention, you fucking faggots." Like it just doesn't work that way, right? Like it's and honestly, growing like you have to respect that. Like it's literally just makes sense. That's just how the world is, you know. So it's not a big deal at all. This design is going to shit. I need to give it some clarity. Right? But I assume that's why you guys enjoy my content, because I don't give a fuck about that. I already went into this knowing I wouldn't get monetized, because who the fuck's gonna monetize somebody who starts every video with "What's up, cocksuckers? What's up, fuckers? What's up, dickhead?" Like, it's just not happening, right? And that is okay. And that is okay, which is because I will be monopolizing the most important thing, you, the dumbass audience, right? The ones who want to learn how to draw, but keep asking the same questions over and over and over, and I just have to say, haha, just wait for my course in 10 years, right? Instead of just talking about the fundamentals. But thank you, truly because of you. I mean, Suction Cup Man on YouTube makes money. There's a million ways to make money. I mean, when you have so many subs and you want to be family friendly, that's how things are. Exactly. I don't want to be family friendly. I literally tell people to get the fuck off my channel if they don't want to watch, right? And then, stay on the background, like, subscribe, like all my stupid jokes and all that shit. But like, I don't give a flying fuck about trying to be family friendly, because I'm not trying to be a family man, right? Don't tell my girlfriend, she's gonna get pissed. But like, I don't give a shit about that stuff, bro. It's watch me become great, not watch me bend my fucking ass over to the algorithm. Okay? We have PewDiePie for that. I actually don't know if he does that. I like Felix. I have nothing against him. Oh, that's looking pretty cool. Again, slowly figuring out design. I think I should give some space here, just some white space in general. There should probably be just something like this. Yeah, just like keep it chill, right? Kind of some vague shit. Again, I don't know where this drawing is going anymore. But Viggy, I made an art challenge. Nice. Can you put that on the Discord? Or like, can you message me it? I want to actually have the Discord have something in terms of a challenge, right? Suction Cup Man swears a lot. I assume, I'm not saying you can't swear. I'm not saying you can't swear and do well on YouTube. I'm just saying that I've just already accepted that swearing is not going to be like it's just like, if I just internalize that I'm not gonna make it, quote unquote, make it on YouTube because of swearing, then if it does happen, right, like in terms of monetization, cool. But if and when it doesn't happen, I'm not gonna be like, what? Like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just like, yeah, I expected this. What the fuck, right? And that's cool too. But yeah, I have other plans. Like, the thing is, it's crazy. There's a subset of you guys who actually watch and draw along with my content, which is exactly what I wanted, is to like actually show people that art is consistency, fundamentals, enjoying them, and doing really difficult things. That's what in my opinion getting good at art is. It's literally just that. So it's clear there's a subset of you who actually resonate with that message, right? And that makes me very happy. That makes me very, very happy. See, so like I fucked this up, and I guess I just have to deal with it, right? I can't multitask between watching a stream and drawing, my bro. That's what. Why do you think I keep saying keep me on the fucking background, mute my ass, and give me retention? All right, I've given you the actionable steps, my bro. All right, you just have to humor me, man. You just have to humor me. But let's see. There you go, something like this. Bring it over there, and okay, what the fuck is this? What's happening here? Oh yeah, okay, so it's coming down like so, and then something like this, something like that, right? And then we have, what's happening here? It's coming out. Let's see. I need to try to figure out the fucking space here. It's coming out and coming out, so it's coming out and like that. Okay. There you go. Probably a bit too far apart, but hey, it's starting to look like a machine, right? Check art challenge. Yeah, after I'm done drawing, right? I'm too lazy to put the stream in the background, but I'm proactive enough to plan a dream decades ahead of time and work towards it. Wonderful. Proactivity is the most important thing, right? Yeah, I'll check everything later. As in, will he actually do it? Watch him flake on his own words, right? Some sort of watching was gonna be happening at one point on this channel, but I love this shit, bro. YouTube is fun. YouTube is fun. If you don't take it too seriously, YouTube is fun. But yeah, if you're trying to make it a fucking livelihood, right? But I can just get a job, right? Just get a fucking job, pull myself up by my bootstraps. Very simple in this day and age. Very, very simple. That was a complete fuck up. God damn it. That was a fuck up. Okay, so like this is difficult, right? Because I'm aligning. I'm trying to align this bullshit, right? Have you ever drawn anything for your manga, bro? No, that's in 20 years, 30 years probably, right? Oh God, what the fuck is happening? Okay, that's here. Okay, we'll have to bring this up a little bit. Fuck, I fucked that up. Okay. Right, there you go. Right. Man, why? What do you mean, man, why? Why can I be so patient with no gratification? It's a learned skill, right? Why are you so handsome? Also a learned skill, right? Took a lot of care of my diet. Okay, this is actually starting to look like a machine. Not what I was going for whatsoever. But hey, nobody said death was pretty, right? And this guy is definitely going to face a death of all time. Truly one of the deaths of all time. I need to stop adding to this. This is looking more and more retarded. Right, I'm also have a thing starting decades ahead of time, but already planning assets for it. Good, good on you. My asset is my skill, so the way I see it is like the better I get, the more I'm building towards that asset. Is that not patience? Yes, that is patience. Good on you. Right. And also you shouldn't have to have my validation for patience. If you know patience, if you know you're being patient and you know you're working towards things, the only thing that matters is you never fucking stop. Right? Like I think everybody is well aware of the fact that the person who wins is the person who continues to play. And if you're not, here you go. You win because you play, not like honestly by proxy. This channel is gonna take off purely because I'm just gonna keep going. You know what I mean? Also, this looks like a fucking ass, bro. Holy shit, this looks so bad. I couldn't do it. I take it back. This channel's never taken off. I'm also getting better like you, but there's this saying that you should make something first and then you can make it good later. I agree, which is why I'm gonna make a lot of practice manga before I make Animorphs, right? I have a plan, and I'm just gonna stick to the plan, right? I have 3 projects in mind. Noise, very noise, right? There's only so many ways you can listen to people's information, and sometimes you just have to stick to your guns, right? Like when I started this channel, all my friends were like, it's never gonna take off. Not in a mean way, but they're like, bro, you're doing long form content, blah, blah, blah. But see, people don't understand the value of education and process. This is gonna be the only channel on in the entirety of human history that is showing you the entire process of getting good at art. It's a fact. I'm not even trying to be egotistical or whatever, but I am egotistical. Oh my god. But it's literally just a fact. This is the only channel in the entirety of human history, right? Only content in the entirety of human history that's going to break down decades of effort and basically give a giant fuck you to talent, right? Or just the learning process in general, right? Demystify, as per my channel description or whatever, or banner or whatever, right? So there's a reason for all of that, you know? And the only way this loses is if I stop drawing. And I think anybody who knows me knows that I'm never gonna fucking stop drawing. So we're Gucci. We're very Gucci. I don't know where the fuck to take this. We're not Gucci. What if talented people work just as hard? Good for them. It doesn't change the fact that I'm not gonna stop. It doesn't change the fact that anybody should stop, right? That like talent is just an equation that you people use to not work. You know what I mean? Like if all it takes is somebody to be better than you naturally at one thing, not even acknowledging the fact that the thing they're better than you at is a fucking skill and you can learn it and practice it because it's just behaviors that everybody's born with a sequence of behaviors that they're just genetically predisposed to being 15 to 20% better at. Not even counting that, it doesn't fucking matter. Just fucking put the work in, try harder, focus more, learn efficiently. If you're fucking retarded like me, you know, use the spacing effect, use the gap effect, right? Fucking pure cognitive load theory, right? Lean into output regression, right? Like there's all these things you can do because these are biological mechanisms from how we learn. You can literally 20x your learning just by taking a 10-second break during your practice, right? Why do you think I keep saying rest your brain with me, rest your brain with me? Am I just fucking around? No, there's literally backed by science, right? But either way, like if you want to be if you want to just be like haha talent, it's so convenient, cool, and people are allowed to do that, but you're just fucking yourself over, absolutely, unequivocally fucking yourself over. Okay, see, I don't know where this design is going. Do you has been consistently drawing for 1,000 days? Who is that? That's pretty cool. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to Google this. That's a that is not a Googleable or a searchable fucking name. Jesus Christ. J Key jizz my pants off? What the fuck? Let's see. Nice. Good shit. Look at that. Good shit. Is this live? Yeah, they've been doing live. Good on you. Good on this guy. Very good. Very good. Yeah, see, I'm gonna do the same thing with a ruthless dedication to fundamentals and actually just fucking balls deep into the art wad journey. To be honest, sometimes being lazy can also help make something better than putting too much effort into something. If by lazy you mean taking a step back and reevaluating without excessively being in it, I agree. But laziness is inaction. So if inaction towards anything can make you better, then that just goes against the entire fucking law of the world, which is only action can. If you're saying specific relaxed action, action that is not as intensive, action that has a specific purpose, right, and is adjacent or opposite to intense focus. Yeah, I agree. That's why right now I'm not putting intense focus into drawing or to really trying to design. I'm letting inaction, i.e., laziness, i.e., just kind of relative intuition and curiosity guide me. But that's still action and that's still thinking and that's still effort, right? It's just a different type of effort. It's less concentrated, and that's why I'm making mistakes here, right? And like it's all just a fucking. I don't know. I don't know. It's literally just 1 + 1 = 2. You put the effort in, whatever type of effort you put in, you get the output. But it's a delayed effort, and it's also it's a delayed output, right? Like I couldn't draw like this. I wanted to draw like this fucking 3 years ago. Now a good example would be Undertale with its combat system. They're all black and white, but when there's actual color in those fights, they carry more symbolic weight. Yeah, okay. So I don't know what point you're trying to make, but I can kind of see what you're saying, right? Where you don't want to muddy the process or you want to cloud things. I don't fucking know, bro. I'm not a goddamn philosopher. Just yes, yes, yes. I agree. All right, that's all I have to fucking say. God damn it. Somebody, please jump in and say something deep that he has actually like someone to rebuttal off of. But oh, maybe this can be like a stationary. Yeah, maybe we can make this a stationary gun. Originally this was supposed to be a fucking mech, but clearly because I'm not thinking along those lines right now. Right? Maybe we can just yeah, maybe fuck it, just do something like this. I'm just trying to think like what's I guess a shape that I can use to kind of make an interesting design. Again, I know I fucking hate the word interesting, but just like whatever, uniquely ideated, whatever, right? I don't really have a particular word vocabulary for this, right? But yeah, either way, let's see, maybe this is gonna jut out and connect like that. And maybe we'll have a screw or something here to connect it, right? I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing, right? But slowly but surely it will start to look like something, right? Even though it like it doesn't really make too much sense, but I'm telling you right now, this is literally just intuitive drawing for me right now. I'm not even thinking about the perspective. Very little thinking about the perspective. I really haven't even acknowledged the horizon line. Uh, wait. Maybe we can do something like because this looks like these could be handles, right? I feel as if these look like they could be handles, so maybe I can do something there. Oh, okay, okay. Hold up, hold up. Maybe something can occur after all. Ooh, okay, okay. Maybe something can occur. Hold up. I'm trying to think. And maybe this can end up being a mech after all. This is where design and ideation comes into play, right? But I don't know if what I make is actually gonna happen. A weird turret. That's a proton laser. Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, like, either way, I'm happy that it's actually looking like a decently designed mechanical thing. Like, first of all, I'm actually genuinely um, relatively happy with myself for that, right? I don't think this guy studies real life objects. Oh, I try to, right? But it's not supposed to really be anything. It's just random mechanical shape, right? And I look at a lot of references on Pinterest to try to make sense of it, but that's what I'm trying to think about right now is like what can be done. Right? I mean, it's actually not bad if you consider the fact that I don't even know really a lot of what real life mechanical objects look like per se, but I'm just simply trying to remember the shapes that they have, right? That in of itself is a testament to having good sense of line, form, and composite, line and form and perspective, right? Because if I don't know what something actually looks like, yet I'm able to replicate the likeness, not the accuracy, but the likeness. It's a testament to the skill of the fundamentals, right? But I don't know if you're memeing or if you're being serious, but I thought I should answer that relatively seriously, right? Because Vicky does care. Vicky does care sometimes. Let's see. Ta-da! Let's do something like this. Oh, fuck me. Never mind. Vicky, shit. He doesn't know what he's doing. Let's do something like that. Kind of worked. And okay, it's like a connection, I guess. Right? Not that it makes the most amount of sense, but we're just we're just trying to make something out of it. It absolutely looks like a sci-fi weapon to me. Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? Again, like this is the power of line, form, and perspective, right? And the big thing is like Antonio from Artwa does mention, and I try to keep it in mind every now and then, is like there are realistic designs, and then there are designs that imply realism. Right now, with my level of skill, I am currently implying realism. I do want to add some level of functionality to my designs as time goes on, of course, right? But currently, my level of skill is implication, you know. And I think that's cool too. Like at the end of the day, like I'm really just enjoying trying things out and seeing where it goes. Actually, I just got an idea, and I can't believe I didn't think about that sooner. But oh wait, I think I fucked up. Never mind. I'm gonna go drop a character because I've got nothing to do. Please do. I hope you guys are drawing along, or I guess if anything, you're enjoying this fucking content. Right? Look at me, such beautiful content. But let's see. Ah, fuck me. That was my spit. Disgusting. Right? But let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. This line was a mistake. I should have thought ahead. But now that I haven't thought ahead, I have to. Yeah, I have to make some shit up. We have to make some shit up. And obviously I have to bring this down a little bit because I'm still trying to figure out what I'm drawing, right? And this is okay, like what am I doing here? Well, apart from me kind of trying to make this like a leg thing, right? I'm also like, what am I doing here? I'm just thinking, what if there are cutouts here, right? And how do I know that? Because I have seen that in the real life examples that I've seen on Pinterest, right? They'll randomly just put little fucking cutouts here, you know? And you'll see that my lines struggle quite drastically. Quite drastically. Like, look at these lines. Absolute ass. Right? And it's because this angle I struggle with a lot. Like, I cannot yet, right? Currently. You tripping. It looks like a camera now. I could see what you mean. I think some cameras do have this sort of functionality, like this tripod type shit. Very, very, very good. Yeah, I do see what you mean. But that's the beautiful thing is like it can look like a lot of different things to everybody else, but the fact of the matter is it is a machine-like thing, right? And that's purely because I just tried to make it a machine-like thing. What? You have seen a camera like that? I haven't seen a camera like this, but you know what I mean? I could see where he gets it because some cameras have like interesting holsters and and mechanics. Like there are some really intense cameras out there that have like all these different attachments and shit going on, right? So like I can kind of get it in that regard. Kind of. Not really, but kind of. Let's see. Okay. So I'm trying to think what else I can do with this design, right? I obviously like I want to make this thing look a lot more robust because right now it doesn't look that robust. So probably the best thing to do is to, and again, like I have to think now, like, okay, what is the perspective? Some cameras have tripods and they have the sheet over the cameraman. Yeah, like I've seen kind of stuff like this. I'm not saying I'm referencing a camera, right? Like that's not what I'm doing, but I'm saying that I could understand the hinge mechanism I'm creating to be likened to that of a camera. Like I could see it, you know. And I'm not saying that's what I'm making, but the beautiful thing about machinery is like there's a lot of overlap in machines in general, right? Like there's a lot of overlap. So the beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? A good old, artistic journey. It's all about whatever the fuck, I don't know. Like how we see it, all that shit, right? So this didn't make any sense. I shouldn't have made that. This didn't make any sense, but it's okay. We've committed. So now we simply have to close it off, right? Because that doesn't really make any sense. What does that even, like, what is the point of this thing in terms of like a machinery, right? But it's okay. See, this is the thing that Tyrion or Broken Draw told me is like things are allowed to go off the page. And that's something I struggled with for the longest time, especially like this is in the foreground, right? So now we've already made this a decent amount bigger, like in the context of this, by simply making this go off the page. And now it's like, okay, maybe this is something that has a leg, like this is some sort of machine, right? Who fucking knows? And I don't know exactly what I'm doing here, but I'm trying something, right? And if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I'm just enamored by the idea of this type of design, right? And that's okay by me. Let's see. What am I doing right now? I'm trying to create like some sort of, what the fuck are they called? What are they called again? Hydraulics or some shit? Kind of reminds me of Legos, maybe. Who knows? Who fucking knows? Right? But hydraulics, right? I don't know what hydraulics exactly are, to be honest. But if I can pretend like I know what they are. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know what hydraulics are, but if I were to pretend like I did know what they were, perhaps they would be something like this, right? Perhaps. And obviously, I want the shape to be relatively straight as per the perspective. Something like that. I don't fucking know. They just compress and shit. Yeah, see, like I don't know that yet. I haven't studied that. Have you seen the episodes 12 of Jujutsu Kaisen season 3? No, I only watched season 1. I haven't caught up at all, to be honest. Like completely behind. Um, that's just how it is. I haven't watched anime. I've just been on my fucking trash isekai era, if you're gonna call it that. Like I've just been watching this fucking, like first I watched all the good isekai, right? And now I've just been watching all the trash isekai. Like I love that fucking power fantasy. Oh, this guy just got OP as shit. I love that shit, bro. It's such garbage. It's like popcorn for me. But I was doing that. Now I'm not watching anything. See, like this is definitely bad lines. It's just definitely bad lines. But what if you played video games? I don't play video games really at all, to be honest. Let's see. Okay, this is obviously like super off, right? Yeah. But if that's what's happening here, I have to do the same thing here. I don't fucking know. I fucked this up. I fucked this up drastically. That doesn't look that good. Me neither, but I used to. Noise, noise. But okay, I'm trying to think. What the fuck? Yeah, see, like I should have left it, but now this is just equally confusing. So maybe we'll just be like, oh look, it's just more of the same. We I don't know. This was obviously a huge mistake, and that's okay. Like I made a huge mistake here. I want to be very clear. Like I don't know what the fuck I did. It looks like ass. It's off center. You know, these just don't make sense. I couldn't. I did not, because again, I'm not thinking right now. Honestly, like I'm just kind of I'm vibe drawing, right? We're vibe drawing, so it's going to shit. So obviously, I need to take a step back and actually think it through, because this is what happens when I don't think, right? Like I still need to try and design something fruitful, and this wasn't that. Like it just wasn't that, right? So my drawings always start off pretty decent, and then they just go to absolute shit afterwards. This being the prime example of that, right? Like, look at that. Look at you. That is so fucking shit. It's just so bad. But you just have to accept it. You just have to accept it. Games just suck ass nowadays. I mean, I was never much of a gamer. TBH, have you ever just tried having a plan before drawing? Yeah, I did have a plan, and then it went to shit because I was just trying to figure it out as I went, and I kept making mistakes. That's the beauty of drawing from imagination, right? Like you have a general plan, and then it goes to shit, and then you have to problem solve. That's how it works. At least that's how it works for me. And it seems Tyrion or Broken Draw seems to have a relatively similar experience, so I know at least I'm not alone in that context, right? Let's see. Yeah, we'll leave this as it is. I recommend reading graphic novels, manga, manhwa. There are some amazing works with crazy artwork out there. I improved a lot just by reading. Yeah, I try to read manga. I used to read manga a lot, right? Nowadays, now I'm just reading like random books. Do you guys remember the Andy Griffith books? Fucking The Day My Butt Went Psycho and shit. I'm reading the second one of that. I love those books as a kid. I'm just reading it for fun and to get back into the habit of reading. It's really nice. I'm reading the second one, right? Zombie Butts from Uranus. Very good, very good. Right. Crystal says, "What was your plan for this piece?" Well, the original plan. Well, honestly, it just started off with me kind of fucking around and just drawing random shapes. Right. What the fuck? My butt went like. I don't know if you remember that. I don't know how young everybody here is. You guys probably don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. That's just from the '90s. You fucking little turds. But um, let's see. Okay, and then maybe, but yeah, like I've just been reading. It's fun. It's nice. But anyways, I don't want to get distracted too much. But yeah, the plan for this drawing originally is like I was just drawing random shit. I was just trying to design something that was interesting. And then the next time I did it, I'm like, oh, I have an idea. Maybe it'll be a guy who's wearing this as a backpack. So I started with the head, but then the head became too big. So I ended up becoming like down here. I'm like, fuck, there's no space for the rest of his body. So it turned into like he's actually like fucking trapped. And and then I drew the car, like basically ended up becoming a prisoner. And then I think Blue Mars was like make him a fucking like mind control. So I drew this. And then I drew a vehicle that was attached to it because they're not letting him go. And then now we're here where it's just like, okay, there's a gun pointed at him. So it's like it really has just been constant trial and error. If drawing random shapes is your general plan, that isn't plan, man. I meant like maybe a knight fighting a dragon in a gas station or some shit. No, I don't really care about that, to be honest. Right now, it's just about having a general idea. Well, my other drawings, I have a bit more of an idea. Like the one previous to the stream, I drew the robot and shit, right? That was like, okay, I want to draw some mech related stuff. Okay, but everybody has a different process. Like I'll be more specific about what I want to draw when I want to, right? Like in general, I like going with a vaguer idea because it's fun. Like never I thought I would draw something like this, right? So that is something I enjoy, the process of discovery as well, right? Crystal, it seems like you're judging me quite harshly, you piece of shit. Huh? Why don't you draw? Why don't you just draw and join me, bro? Watch every video, give me retention, you piece of shit. Anyways, now that I've poured my heart out in a display of insecurity, let's go back to drawing. Wee lines, lines, lines. Yeah, I do want to go back to reading manga at one point, but for the time being, again, it's just been work, which is fun, which I enjoy quite a fucking bit. Right? It's just been good old work. Eh. Okay. I said I was drawing, bruh. And yeah, I'm a teen. I judge. Oh yeah, I remember when I was a teenager. I had a fucking opinion about everything. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Are you doing it right? I think I know better than you. Listen here, you little fucker. All right. When I was born, you weren't born, and that gives me the right to be better than you. Simple as that. Simple as fucking that. And now you shall take that to the grave. Right. That's another thing I have to get used to, or I prepare myself for, is like the more I guess notoriety this channel gets, the more people will be like, do this, do that, and draw fucking this. Why don't you wipe my ass while you're drawing? It's like I can't. Okay, I only have two hands. If I had a third hand, I'd fucking be sniffing the goddamn all up in that butt and wiping with my tongue. But unfortunately, I only have two hands, so I can only talk shit with this beautiful tongue of mine. But let's see. Let's see. What do I want to do? I have an idea, but ideas are useless in the face of reality. I mean, some people like my advice, so maybe I have an ego or some shit. I mean, ego is the death of man, right? I'm not discounting your advice. I agree. Having a plan would be good. Sometimes I've had plans, sometimes I haven't. Other times I've tried having a plan and they failed miserably, and then I just had to learn from it, right? That's just how it is. You just constantly keep trying. I like to be transparent too. Like I said earlier, I didn't have a plan. I said I wasn't really thinking here. It's clear I was thinking with the shapes a bit more here. Here I was just kind of vibe it out, but I don't have the skill set to just create complicated machinery without forethought, right? At least not three thoughts. That makes sense. I don't think that was a good joke. Whatever. I found it funny. It's hilarious. But yeah, like it's important to be humble and know where you go wrong. But the thing is, like, my mind, because I'm retarded, I only have so many things that I can think about at the same time, right? So I have to only focus on those. I'm telling you this right now. Like, I'm not gonna be the quote unquote best artist. I'm simply gonna be the best artist that I want to be, right? To the best of my ability. Ideas aren't useless in the face of reality. Actually, ideas are completely useless without work ethic. So, and like actual implementation and trial and error. Ideas are great. Everybody has ideas. I can guarantee 99% of people have had an idea about the next Facebook or about the next big game or whatever bullshit. But without execution, it is completely pointless. Without planning, without effort, and without consistency, and without trying to figure it out, it's completely fucking useless, right? It's just a nice it's just something that exists in the mind, and many people have things that exist in the mind. I've had plenty of ideas that didn't mean much because I didn't mean much because I didn't have much and I didn't do much. Right, so it's very simple as that, right? Viggy philosophizes, hashtag hashtag hashtag, right? But anyways, what am I trying to think of? I don't fucking know. I'm trying to like really see some sort of contraption that I can make here that makes sense, but hmm let's see. Okay, maybe we can do something like this, actually. Fuck, I'm trying. This is really hard. I'm telling you guys right now, this is really hard for me to think through. But I need. How big would the. Okay, it would be relatively big. Okay, so I need something like. Okay, we'll have an attachment here, and an attachment here, and we'll have it come down, right? And then we will perhaps have it connected like so. And then we will bring like that. Okay, now with that attachment, we need to have, let's see, something like, okay, because okay, what is my plan? Like, I'm trying to make somebody's foot, right? Not every idea is good though, like making a game about doing horrific criminal acts, even by human standards, right? And or firing 1,000 employees. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Well, that's the thing, right? And fucking poor developers, bro. Just trying to live their lives, make a game, do decent. But anyways, hold up. Fuck. I can't be empathetic towards developers right now. I'm trying to fucking draw, goddammit. But let's see. There you go. And maybe This is attached like so. By the way, like I'm also being a bit quiet because I'm thinking, but I want you to know that I'm just trying to figure something out. I'm trying to visualize it, and it's really fucking hard. I think Fortnite's over. Thank fucking goodness. I never gave a shit about that game. Right? Oh, look at me. I'm doing the Fortnite dance. I'm fucking 10 years old and I'm brain rotted. Who gives a fuck? Fucking unfuck your brain. Jesus Christ. All right, it was bad enough with the television being the idiot box, and now we have the idiot generation, right? And I think I can say that with confidence too. That Gen Alpha is actually fucked in the head. You guys literally grew up on dopamine-inducing algorithms designed to make you addicted. You're like, thank fucking goodness, I avoided that because Instagram only started taking off once I entered university. Like Jesus Christ, I would have been fucked. God damn, it's crazy. It's actually crazy. The first generation that, on average, has very little critical thought. Right, first generation on where they're actually performing worse than the previous cohort. Right, it's insane. So yeah, like, dude, I'm not saying that if I was part of that generation, I would have probably been subject to the same shit because as a child, you were at the whimsy, right? You were at the whimsy of your peers and of your surroundings, like as a teenager. You're a kid when you're a fucking teenager. Like obviously in retrospect, I see that now because I'm 28, and at 18 or at 17, I'm like, fuck me, I was a child, right? But yeah, like I would have been subject to that shit too. I'm not saying that I'm exempt from that, but like kids these days really have absolutely fucked their attention span, and I think it also comes down to vast majority of them probably don't even give much of a shit, right? Because it's cool to be retarded, right? I'm bringing back true retardation. The Viggy family, right? Oh yeah, okay, so Crystal says good. This is good actually. I'm so glad I don't know, TikTok. Good. First of all, you're already 10 steps ahead of everybody around you. Not just teenagers, but like people in fucking general, right? I don't even have ChatGPT. Oh, I use it. I use it for work. I use it for coding. It helps. It gives me exercises and shit. It's actually really helpful in that sense, right? Like I'm doing a coding course and then every few sections I stop and it gives me exercises and I just go ballistic on the exercises and make it 10 times better than what it told me to. And then I have it review it and then I cross-reference it with the MDN documentation. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, fucking Days? Daze? Yada yada Daze, 2008. DS 2008. Why does that name look so familiar? What the fuck? That looks really familiar. Yeah, you said you're doing shit, right, Crystal? Well, that's all that matters. As long as you're actively doing things to better yourself, improve your mind, improve your physique, improve your skills, you're always gonna be a day ahead, no matter what generation you're part of. But yeah, how's it going? How's it going, Days? I recognize your name, but I'm not too sure. Have you pulled up before? Are you new to the channel? Do you like my content? Please like, subscribe, right? But I don't know how to draw. This is supposed to be a shoe. I have no idea how to fucking draw a shoe. We're just gonna have to make this basic as fuck. See? Even if I don't know how to draw a shoe, at least I know the relative forms decently. I'm about to fucking shoot myself in the goddamn head. But at least I know it. There you go. And then what is this supposed to be? Oh yeah, okay, I guess we'll have it connect like that. There you go. There you go. We'll have it like connected like so. Interesting. Nothing incredible, but genuinely interesting. That kind of looked like what I wanted to be. You recommended to me. You are not alone. You recommended me since I'm new to learning art. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you got that video. At least it's going to. That's good. ChatGPT makes a lot of people less independent. Some high schoolers don't know how to read without ChatGPT. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Oh, I'm glad that video was recommended. How'd you like it? I mean, I tried to be very, very honest, right? It's like at the end of the day, it's literally just fucking work, right? And everybody is capable of that work. And I don't want artists to waste time being like, oh, this tutorial, oh, that tutorial. It's like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. There's no tutorial. The only tutorial you need is how to learn, right? Like, what is this channel really about? It's about showcasing the mastery towards metacognition. What is metacognition? Learning how to learn, right? Oh shit, I made this fucking shoe positioned wrong. Fuck! It was supposed to be leaning this way because it's supposed to be following this. Oh god. I have no idea. I have no idea where to take this drawing anymore. It's all sorts of fucked. But we just have to keep going. right? I think I'm the only viewer here who doesn't watch your videos. Yeah, why the fuck you just pull up, talk shit, and leave? How dare you? Well, I found you when you were alive with the part 53. Noise, noise. I'm glad you enjoyed the content to some degree, right? Today's a bit of a mellow day, you know. As you can see, I'm not like whoop-de-doo, I'm Biggie. I just ate. I'm a bit chilled out, right? Body's digesting. I'm not really putting super intense effort into the drawing session. I'm kind of just enjoy. Well, I always enjoy my drawing, but I guess I'm just a bit more lax today, right? Which clearly goes against the Biggie mantra. You know, it's all about oh, we're such a grind, grind, grind. Even though I literally say it's not about the grind. It's just about enjoying and trying. Bars, bars, bars. Anyways, Jesus fucking Christ, just shut up. This is how I'm gonna lose viewers. Yeah, Crystal, you just come on here, talk shit, and leave, bro. You know what? Respect. I do draw, bro. Very good, bro. I'm proud of you, bro. You want cookie? I give you Blumpkin. How about that? I don't give you cookie, I give you Blumpkin. Right? How does that make you feel? There you go. Again, when in doubt, just add a fucking cylinder and it'll all be okay. Same thing here. When in doubt, we just add a cylinder and be like, oh, look, there's like a thingy inside the cylinder. And then when you bring it down, you're like, ha ha, it was all part of the plan. Wee. Now it's like, oh, look, he drew a machine. Holy shit, how did that happen? I don't fucking know, bro. I'm just making shit up as I go, if that wasn't already evident. Wee. But how is he making shit up like this? Because of line, form, and power perspective. Who would have taught? Right? Yes, truly. It's work, work, and work. You gave me quite the reference as to how much patience I need. I got studies and exams right now, but in a few months I will try drawbox exercises and then art wad. Or should I just go with art wad? I mean, just go with art wad because they tell you that they give you line practices in the beginning. They give you everything. Like it's all set out there. Again, the big caveat, and this is an important caveat, and honestly, it's not even a caveat, it's just a reality, and this is why I try to say it's a good thing. Like this is good, right? But just do 10 times the amount of repetitions. And honestly, more than anything, it's not about the amount of repetitions, it's just the amount of repetitions it takes for you to truly internalize it and meet your standard of excellence such that you can keep practice it subconsciously, but it's not cognitive effort that you're expending towards it. What do I mean by that? So in like when you start with art wad, right? By the way, I'm very grateful that I gave you perspective on patience because that's the biggest thing any skill learning journey will ever give you is patience derived from repetitions, derived from effort, and then positive feedback loop based on those three things. But yeah, what do I mean by that? So let's say art wad, you start off there like here, just practice some fucking lines. That's how they start off. They're like here's some line work. Just do straight lines and curved lines, right? You'll see it in my shorts too. Everything is based off of their shit, right? You do that first of all. You find out what your standard for lines is. Mine is Kim Jong-il and Peter Han and Elisa Ivanova, right? And fucking Karl Kopinski and Evan Amundsen. All the artists I look up to, like the extremely good draftsmen I look up to, right? Um, what's it called? Like I look at their lines, I'm like, that's what I want, right? That's my expectation in which I evaluate myself against. Not that I expect to perform at, but which I evaluate against myself, right? And then once you can draw enough lines that are relatively clean and they're going to be nowhere near your standards, but they're going to be enough that you are comfortable with the pen, right? Then you're like, all right. And obviously, like you'll do this as you practice, you know, fucking planes and shit. But the point I'm trying to make is do it until you're like, okay, this is something that I'm not putting excess cognitive effort towards, right? And it's something I'm gonna passively just keep in the background, trying to make better and better and better. Like now when I draw lines, obviously I'm thinking about the shapes, but when I make the lines, I'm still thinking about like trying to make the lines decent. And I consistently fuck up, clearly everywhere, right? But like that, I guess that's what I would say. You know, maybe we'll just make this an empty shoe. Maybe the people here actually forgot their like this is actually unmanned, right? Because they decided they weren't gonna execute him. We decided upon that story last time. It was actually a mistake. They beat the shit out of him, fucked him up, completely scarred him for life. He's disfigured, never gonna have a good normal life again. It was a mistake. He looked like somebody else that they're trying to get, right? I think that's the story I'm gonna go with, right? But regarding patience, how long have you been drawing? I started since like 2022 or something. I started officially drawing 2022 November 1st. So I'm basically on the same timeline as you, right? And everything is documented. If you fucking watch my videos, go to my goddamn channel, click on playlists, and you'll see year 1 to 2, year 3, and now year 4. Would you recommend me starting with a brush like yours or a fine liner? I would recommend doing the hardest fucking thing possible. So yeah, I would personally be like, yeah, the brush pen. But you have to go into it with the expectation that it's extremely humbling and it's extremely exciting personally because they're like, oh shit, you know, like I just have like I this is because it basically shows you how far you have to go. By the way, what you're envisioning for this piece? Well, right now I just want to finish this goddamn machine without fucking it up too much, right? That's the first envisioning, right? But it's basically like there's gonna be a gun thing pointed at this guy. Um, let's see, what am I doing here? And then like maybe in the background we'll have something. Okay, well, so we both get to compare how different our paths are, fam. Yeah, yeah, everybody has different paths. Mine is the best path and the only path, but yeah, we all have different paths. What you envisioning? Okay, like something shooting this guy here, right? Maybe something in the background also aiming at him. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure it out. Right? And this is the thing. Like I love drawing this these little attachments. Mine is the best, fam. You tripping? We'll see in 30 years. We will see. No rush, no rush. You continue to draw, I'll continue to draw. And then inevitably, when I'm God, and you were like, maybe there was something to what he was saying, then I'll Viggy fam all over your fucking face. All over your goddamn face. We'll see how you like that, goddamn it. Let's see, and then you can have an attachment here. And again, like I want to be very clear. I'm fucking up all my lines pretty drastically, but right now I'm just trying to figure out a design, right? Just trying to figure out a design. And see, that was a fuck up too. Let's see. Right, saying fam is reminding me of Phantom Tax. That meme dead as hell. Fam in general, I don't really say. I say it as a joke, I guess. Never heard of that. I don't know what that. Yeah, I don't know what that is either. Um, yeah, I'm just envisioning like generally. Just see, look at this. Like, what the fuck was this? Completely fucked that up. That was actually completely off perspective. But now there has to be a way to fix this, right? Maybe if I do something like this. See, now it's like, oh, okay. Now it's like, oh, it was a dual thingamajiggy all along. Right. But is it still that good? No, no, it's pretty fucking mid, but it's okay. It's completely fine. You just have to deal with it, right? And yeah, my lines could always be better. I say bro online in real life though. Very good, very good. So anyways, yeah, see, like I still didn't think about this design. It goes to show, hey Crystal, what are you studying, working on in art? Oh God, it's not a question towards me. How fucking dare you be on my channel, not only talk about me? God damn it. But yeah, see, like I wasn't thinking at all when I made this design. Like I really could have connected it a lot better, but now I have to make some shit up. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, right? I mean, that's the part of drawing that you just have to deal with, which is the uncertainty, for one, but also the mistakes, right? The huge, huge mistakes, right? Because this is all huge, huge mistakes. Like I've been making nothing but incredibly fucking stupid mistakes consistently. You should honestly all be proud of me for how fucking consistently I've been making the same goddamn mistake over and over. Do you want to know the definition of insanity? Let's see. We'll make it like slightly different to be like, look, things move when they move. But I don't know. Don't really know what I'm doing here. Right, we'll have to see. It's all a fucking crapshoot right now. Bring that up. Bring it over here. Oh, wait, shit. Probably bring this down. Yeah. See, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Well, whatever. We'll just leave it at maybe we'll just say like this thing is actually rotatable, right? So that means yeah, like this is being rotated, and then it's the same thing on the other end. And it's like, oh, okay, like some sort of dynamism, I guess, right? Every ugly drawing is the proof that you showed up. Well, I obviously I agree. I agree. Like this is me just fucking around, but I'm still trying, right? And that's completely fine by me. Again, like these live stream drawings I find fun. They're great. But the real studying occurs, and obviously like I do try. Like I do actually try. Of course I try. But the real studying always occurs in my mainline videos. It's so weird to call them that when it's just my practice. But starting a YouTube channel is the best thing I did. Right? Fuck it. If I'm gonna be the GOAT, might as well be the GOAT and prove to everyone they can be the GOAT as well. Right? And to show there's a specific mindset that comes with actually becoming good. Right now, it's all just conjecture. Of course it is, right? I haven't proven anything. I'm just drawing. Look, Crystal Pirate doubts the fuck out of me. It's simple, right? But there's a beautiful saying, given enough time, right? You're crazy until you're the fucking absolute king and everybody looks at you for guidance. And that's when you say, like, subscribe, link in description. I have a course. I have a course. Please, I have a course. And you just keep saying that over and over, right? But that's the price of doing business. Bijinich. So I'm trying to think of what the fuck's going on here. Okay, there's that. And then we have something like, I don't know if it's that foreshortened at all, right? But I don't think it's that foreshortened at all, but fuck it. But fuck it. How the fuck am I supposed to make lemonade then? Let's see. Okay. I guess this is like a little connection here. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck you doing, boy? Okay, let's see. Little thingamajiggy. Right. Aha, sounds hard and interesting. You're welcome. I'm always hard. And I try to be interesting. So it's a win-win, right? If I can't bear the woman, how the fuck am I supposed to bake lemonade then? Fucking rap god's been stuck in my head, right? Why does this only have one shoe attached to it? There were supposed to be two. Fuck. Whatever. We'll just say like whoever this dickhead is, he forgot his shoes. It's actually my specialty. No biggie, Viggy. They weren't talking to you. Viggy, your art gives me very much dun 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 dun. I love that opening, right? And similar designs too. I don't try for that, but yeah, like I mean, there's obviously a shit ton of inspiration from whatever. Because like I've read a fuck ton of manga. Like I've read a fuck ton of manga. Yeah, you're crazy until you're successful, then you're a genius. You know, yeah, I know I say outlandish shit, but I'm consistently gonna prove it with my work ethic, right? Watch me become great. It was not a fucking catchphrase I came up with to seem interesting. It was a mission statement, you know? And I would like to believe 3 years and 4 months, almost 5 months, I've been practicing, right? I'd like to believe this is reflective of like, hey, not bad for 3 years and 5 months. I started drawing at 25. I didn't draw before that, right? Fucking, it's all documented too, goddammit. It's all documented. What more do you want? You know, I'm creating the largest fucking archive on the planet of acquiring skill, specifically in the domain of art and spatial reasoning. Like, it's all fucking documented, you know? So it's literally just wait, watch, and then 10 years from now, 15 years, 20 years, be like, oh my God, he was saying this is the beginning. Oh, it's so crazy. Oh, how do you know? It's like, I knew because I did. Simple as that. Like, as in I did. Like, I did the work. Like, I kept working at it, right? But, yeah, and there will always be opinions on whether I'm doing it the right way or the wrong way. I'm just an extreme believer of having absolutely refined, excellent fundamentals, right? Viggy currently 29. I'm 28 right now. I'm 28. I have a late birthday, so I'm 28. Yeah. But yeah, no, thanks for the compliment about Dandadan. I mean, I love Dandadan's design. Right? So let's see. I don't practice shit often. I just do it when I feel like it and maybe consistent for a bit before I'm off. Well, I believe you can be more consistent than you think you can. I'll say that much, right? I was not this person when I started anything, right? I was a complete fucking loser at 17. So you guys are already ahead of me by being younger than me and understanding the value of trying, right? It took me a long time, bless me, to get to that point, right? So I'll say this: listen now, not because I'm better or because I'm like an incredible person to listen to, but because I'm preaching what works and what has always worked, which is hard work, consistency, and enjoying the effort, right? So consistently try to be that person now, and you will thank yourself in the future, right? Now give me money. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna beg for money until I actually have a product to sell. Until then, he sells jokes. He sold jokes, right? Ha ha ha. He's so funny, always asking for money. Bars. I didn't even mean to do that. But fuck consistency. Embrace what matters to you in the current 5 minutes before you move on to something else. Spoken like a true architect of life. What the fuck, bro? Me too. By the way, have you tried chibi art? No. No, I haven't really pursued that. Yeah, I'm just super hyper focused on just going through the Art Wad roadmaps every 2-3 years at a time, right? Until I don't know, I might do chibi art. Maybe we can probably fucking do like a little chibi character right now, right? Probably do a little chibi character right now. Not that I know what chibi art is. This just kind of looks like a monkey. What the fuck is this? Look at me. My eyes are so anime moe. Kawaii. Oh yeah, kawaii, my guys. There you go. There you go. And then it turns out it was just attached to this all along. Oh God, the lines are suffering. There you go. Let's make him blush. Look at this monstrosity. It's fucking disgusting. Let's give her the Charlie Chaplin stash. Right? And it is a her. Why? Because she has eyelashes. And only women have eyelashes. We all know this. Right? Let's give it the Caillou effect too. This is a cancerous cretin. Right? It's double cancerous because it's a woman, right? She has two cancerous ponytails or pigtails. Disgusting. Right? Perhaps like dun dun dun. No, I mean that's all stylization. And again, I don't know how to draw people or anatomy right now, so it's not gonna be the best. That is not a Morty. That Kawaii had Major Nezuko-chan. Oh, yeah, like that's classic though, right? This like little lip thing, like that's classic. Um, Here, let's just draw a little peace sign. There you go. Ta-da! Oh, that's actually pretty cute. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually pretty cute. In like a disgusting way. Right. Very, 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 that's like disgusting cute. How else can we make it gross? Fuck it. Give her little beard hairs. There you go. Oh fuck, did I fuck it up? There you go. This is like a little neck beard. There you go. There you go. Now that is disgusting. Anyways, I think this machine is done. I don't know what the fuck I was doing today. Today is technically, you can say, the peace signs are literally leaves, right? Hey, yeah, see the colon 3. That's my channel banner, right? That's my channel banner. But yeah, no. I mean, I don't always like to harp on about the fact that I have such a grand vision for this channel, and it's just a matter of time, right? Going back to that. But I would like to believe those who are subscribed right now perhaps have an inkling of being like, if this guy doesn't stop, it's gonna be insane. Or maybe I'm the only one who believes that, but it's an inevitability, right? I'm like Thanos. I am inevitable. one brushstroke at a time. Right? And not just brushstroke, many different types of strokes as well. Had to do my little inappropriate jokes in there to be like, look, I'm still Viggy, I'm still Viggying it up. I'm so funny, fucking saying the same bullshit over and over, right? But it's pretty cute. Pretty cute. Okay, so whatever this is, I guess I'm done with it. Now I just have to. Well, actually, to be honest, like the composition is pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. It's nothing incredible, but I think it's actually pretty decent. How long has it been? How long have I been drawing for? Bro, I've been drawing for an hour and a half. What the fuck? What's the actual? Oh god! And I hit the goddamn wire connected to my. This is not going my damn way. It's just not going my damn way. Draw 10 skulls and show me. I will do that challenge in 10 years. Probably sometime later this year. Yes, everybody listen to him. I'm just gonna pin it and be like, do this, and I'll never follow up. Best art community ever, to be honest, right? But I think maybe like I don't know. What if I had these lines, right? I am glad that there is a subset of you who actually practice along with me. Sonic the Hedgehog has one eyeball and two pupils. Disgusting. Let's see. Yeah, I'm glad there's actually a community that practices along with me. Um, it does make me it makes me happy that people actually understand the value, but I don't know if yeah, Days, you have got great energy and persistence, Viggy. Well, enjoy the rest of today's session. See you later. Gotta go. No worries. I'm probably literally dipping in like 2 minutes as well, because I have to go to sleep soon and I have to meet my girlfriend tomorrow. Like, I have shit to do as well. I just wanted to get like a quick drawing session in, right? So I want to show you guys like this is what I'm capable of drawing right now when I'm not really thinking that much, which is a testament again to line form and perspective and just constantly bettering my spatial reasoning skills, right? Even though I made so many fucking mistakes, right? Today you could call a bad art day because I wasn't thinking, I wasn't putting energy towards thinking. I made a lot of mistakes. Started off decent, but then I just kind of gave up at the end, right? So, the point I'm trying to prove is that A, bad art days happen to everybody, and B, like, if you keep trying, you will obviously get to the point where even your bad art days to you look like decent art days to others. And maybe this looks decent to you. Maybe. I think it looks like ass, and it's okay. Like that. The thing is, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not attached to this. I could literally rip this up, but I have to still finish it. There's a shoe on that proton laser. Exactly. There's actually two shoes. I'm glad you noticed, right? Because what I wanted to initially, my idea was, oh yeah, and yeah, thank you, Days, thank you. Have a great one. But what I initially had like as my idea was like these are handles. I thought maybe I could have somebody's leg coming like following this and then coming back, because this whole thing was I was trying to make it like a mech machine thing, but then I added this. If I didn't add this, like it would have looked a lot more mech like, or at least it would have looked a bit better. But again, like I haven't drawn enough hinges. I probably should have drawn another hinge going this way. Like I should have added to this. Should have, would have, could have, right? Like, but I didn't. But yeah, actually, it's like two shoes on a motorcycle kayak proton laser thing. Yeah, it's some fucking monstrosity, that's for sure. But the point is, it's pointing at him, which is why he's so sad and kind of shit out of luck. But hey, they forgot it, right? Maybe I should, maybe I should put a sign here being like, on break, right? Something like this. Yeah, I'll just put like a sign, right? It's just like gone on break or some shit. Shit, I don't know how to fucking see. This is also drawing in perspective. Jesus Christ, gone on. Oh God, kill me. Break. Like this is literally this is fucking hurting my brain more than anything else I've done right now today. Gone on break. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. There you go. And then let's obviously, there you go. My little emoji, right? But yeah, that's pretty cute actually. Yo, this would be easy if you practice perspective. How fucking dare you? Are you trying to trigger me right now, you piece of shit? You've succeeded. Thank you. I feel as if Crystal, you are perfect at infuriating me, and that's exactly what a Viggy Fammer would do. So thank you, right? Viggy Fammers go out of their way to piss off Viggy, and then when he gets infuriated, they're like, "This is not the idol we signed up for. This is not the pedestal we put you on, you piece of shit." Oh yeah. Oh, delicious, delicious water, right? But Crystal Pirate Professional Rage Baiter. I thought that was my job, to be honest. I thought the whole thing was like, haha, I'll just shit talk my audience and be a dick all the time. And there's a subset of people who are gonna fucking jerk off to that. Unfortunately, it seems like I'm the one being jerked off right now. So we have to regain composure. He cannot affect me. I'm going to post about this on Reddit. He can't affect me. Anyways. But I think this is done. Oh, not. I don't think the drawing's done. It's valid advice. Perspective is the backbone for every composition. It guides form. Brother, have I not been practicing perspective? Does this look like flat lines to you? What the fuck? I'm just confused where this advice is coming from. I'm obviously working on my perspective, slowly trying to get better, right? But Let's see. Yeah, that's the thing. You can't take advice from everybody either. It's confusing, right? Like I'm sure there's a lot of things in my perspective I could work on. Obviously, I don't understand scale as well, right? Obviously, I've been working on scale. I mean, there's a lot of issues here. I do agree. There's quite a few issues actually. Yeah, definitely should have thought more. Even better rage baiter than I thought. Holy, at this point, I don't know if he's rage baiting or not. It could genuinely be his opinion, but again, you kind of have to just take things up the ass, right? And as they come, literally. So, like, I also have to be self-assured in the fact that my perspective is decent, and I'm obviously always trying to improve, right? Like, obviously, I'm always trying to improve, but why are you gagging too much? This is that's gagging, right? But let's see. Let's see. Am I gagging? What the fuck was I doing? Listen, I don't know half the shit I do when I'm streaming or talking. You guys have to understand. Like, I have no idea what the fuck I'm saying half the time. I'll go on some passionate tirade about how anybody can draw, and then I'll be like, what the fuck was I saying? Where am I? I can't think anymore. If you guys watch my videos, you know this. I'm just like, I can't think. All the spatial reasoning is gone. And I keep pushing myself. But hey, that's not bad. Honestly, this is not a bad design considering I was barely thinking about design. I was kind of just, I was vibe drawing, right? Let it be known, the amount of effort I put towards this was maybe 40 to 50%. Uh, right. But let's see. Crystal Pirate, one thing you have to know is like if you say anything that is even slightly misconstrued as telling me what to do, you're a rage baiting troll and you will be banned on site once I figure out how to ban you. Until then, you're welcome to join. Constantly talk. I love your company. I'd love for you to be here 24/7, please. Please. But yeah, I mean, I'm always open to discussion, but at the same time, again, I don't know. Like you can't take advice from everyone. Is the same thing, right? I've gotten advice like some people on my channel have said that you should do it like this, you should do it like that. Well, again, should. I don't know anybody's skill levels. Okay, I listen to the people who are better than me, in my opinion, right? Tyrion has given me advice, right? Zeph Draws has generally like given advice when I've messaged on his stream, right? I follow Antonio's principles. Like is this is the result of intentional effort put towards structure given by people much better than me, right? So I have to be decisive in vetting people who I believe to be much better than me, right? So that's the way I see it, right? Like, yeah, I'm open to opinions. You're allowed to have your opinion. That's completely fine. What the fuck? And I'm allowed to what the fuck? And I'm allowed to be like, I don't know what your art is like, and I don't know if your art is what I want to pursue, like in my art, right? I am pursuing expert draftsmanship. There's a lot of things I'm sure you can do better than me, right? That's completely fine. There'll always be somebody who's much better than me in everything, right? No matter when I reach quote unquote my level of mastery or excellence or whatever fucking 10, 20, 30 years from now, right? My point isn't to be the absolute fucking like pariah of everything artistic. It's to be the best artist that I can be, right? And I'm extremely enamored by expert draftsmanship, right? And draftsmanship is drawing from imagination. Draftsmanship is like fucking just getting every fundamental down, which is what I'm going to pursue over the extreme long term. But either way, what the fuck am I even talking about? Let's see. I want to be free. I really need to pee. That's the Krish theme. I don't know if anybody here is brown. There's this movie called Krish. Really good. Hrithik Roshan. Classic. One of my favorite childhood movies. Fucking love that shit. Right. Yeah, I actually like this. This is a pretty cool silhouette. Right. Yeah, like I said, Crystal, you could be better than me at a decent amount of things. That's fine. But if I see that what I'm looking to get better at, which is, perspective and form and all that shit, that like I have, more experience or whatever, then I'll probably take it with a grain of salt, but I will take into consideration other things you give. It's not about ego, right? I don't really have much of an ego, but you have to be very decisive, especially because I'm technically being very vulnerable putting my art online, right? The whole demystification part of the process is to be like, look, I'm literally shit all the time. So people will, of course, have opinions on my shit, right? Like, I can just say, this is bad. But hey, I can also say, I like the silhouette. I think I've actually created a pretty damn interesting silhouette. I'm proud of myself for that, even though if this doesn't make sense, this I couldn't even reason through, right? Like, this handle doesn't make sense. Like, this in general, like, doesn't make sense at all, right? Hey, Viggy Famers, not arguing in the chat. We're all allowed opinions, as long as it's completely in line with my own. Right? The only argument is how big is Viggy, right? Wink, wink. 5'7"? No, it can't be. He's not a manlet. No, don't say it. Don't say it be so. What the fuck? Don't say it so. Don't say it be. No, wait. What is that? Don't say it ain't so. What the fuck? Jesus Christ! I had an aneurysm. Say it ain't so. He's 5'7.5", and the half matters. He had to really explicitly state that the half mattered. Oh. All right, enough. Please, please. We are all just drawing and vibing. Right? When is Krish 4 coming? Fuck Krish 4. I don't want to fucking see that abomination ever in my goddamn life. Okay, get that shit out of here. Koi Milgya and Krish, that's all we need. Amazing 2-movie series. They completely turned it around with Krish. Great fucking sequel adaptation. Like, dude, fuck off with all that shit. The only thing I liked about Krish 3 was sadly Rohit, right? What happened like with his character. So sad, bro. The man lived such a fucking depressing life. Like, genuinely such a depressing life. But yeah, fuck off. I don't want any of that shit. Okay. Dope. Dude, that shit traumatized me as a kid. Actually fucking traumatized me as a kid. But also when I fell in love with Hrithik Roshan, I'm like, this is my god. It's only honestly because of him that I started lifting and all that shit. And yeah, Purple Haze, I understand perhaps you feel a certain way, but let's all vibe it out. I encourage you just to enjoy the drawing process and to click on my Patreon. But yeah, please no genuine arguments in the chat. Unless I want you to argue, right? Don't forget that I control your emotions and not the other way around. But yeah, okay. Like objectively, I wasn't thinking that much when I made this. Everything was pretty shit. My lines were shit, my shapes were shit. This is the only good part, in my opinion. This is the only good part, the actual gun itself. But everything kind of started going to shit all around here. But even with that, purely because I've been really focusing on design and practicing silhouette in my portrait series, the silhouette isn't bad. The idea isn't bad. And like this is actually pretty decent. But this is obviously the best part. This right here, we all know this is the best part about the drawing today. But it's been 97 minutes. I do have to go. I just want to see. Maybe he is actually cracked. Okay, cool. No worries. I mean, yeah, maybe he is cracked. I think I've seen his art on the Broken Draw Discord. I'm pretty sure I remember his coloring to be pretty good. Right? Oh God. But at the end of the day, I'm just going to say this right now. I will listen to those who I believe to be better. Right now, that's Broken Draw. Right now, that's Zeph Draws, Athoro, right? Antonio from Artwad, Roger Gothams, right? And by the way, all the artists that I went to at Fan Expo, who were all like that I went to, like they were all incredible draftsmen and people I looked up to, right? Whether I knew them or I didn't, and I showed them what I'd practiced up until that point. So up until like what I practiced August, right, of 2025, right? That was recorded up to my channel. Whatever my skills were then, right? I showcased it to them and like all the fundamental shit I was doing, and every single one of them were like, "You are absolutely on the right fucking path. Keep going." The only advice they gave me was like, "Here's how you can work on composition. Here's how you can ideate freely. Here's how you can think about exploring your creativity." Right? I actually had a really good discourse with one of them who was like, "Yo, bro, you don't have to be so intense about the pen thing, drawing from imagination thing." And I'm like, "I understand. I just told him I have different goals." Right? And he even said, he's like, literally, he's like, "I know so many people." He's like, I know people in the comic book industry who cannot do what you do like this, and they've been in it for 20 years, right? Like they don't have this specific skill set. So like he's like, he wasn't discounting the work that I put in. He was just saying like, try being a bit more open. I'm like, I will. Right now I just have to be very strong-headed. But that was regarding like the use of different materials. I'm just very anal about pen only right now because I need to build that confidence, and that's what I want. And I am enamored by it. Everybody needs to understand this, right? I am enamored by expert draftsmanship, and there is a fucking laundry list of people who fit that description for me, right? So I'm trying to achieve. That is my expectation. That is my standard, and that is the skill I strive towards. Along the way, over the next fucking course of my goddamn lifetime in this channel, right? Likely things will slightly change course or like go in a slightly different direction and then veer back in a different. Like it's all gonna have its own nuance, right? But my goal is expert fucking draftsmanship. I'm trying to create a goddamn manga from my mind, okay? That is a very high goal, and I personally believe it to require expert level draftsmanship, right? Yes, gesture will be involved for years, right? Yes, fucking composition will be involved for years. Yes, paneling will be involved for years. Dynamism, yes, years. But I'm laying the foundation in this first decade, and I already told myself the first decade is the foundation, right? If your foundations are shit, then it doesn't fucking matter what you want to do. At least that's the way I look at it. But oh, Green said bye-bye while I was just ranting. You fucker, you didn't even rebuttal with your opinion on the goddamn Krish situation. All right, have fun. Enjoy your night or day, right? Have a good one. But yeah, like I think my goals are pretty fucking clear in what I want. And yeah, like all the artists I've spoken to, said that I was on the right path, and that's really important for me because those are artists that whose skills that I look up to and whose skills I want to emulate and achieve and get beyond, right? From my fucking mind. I'm trying to do all this from my mind, which is why I always focus on cognitive effort and all that shit, right? But yeah, I mean, it's cool for everybody to have different goals, but along the lines of if you want to be good at drawing from imagination, if you want to be good at draftsmanship, I'm never gonna ever fucking back down on there are right things to practice. Ever. Okay? And you can agree, you can disagree, you can get the fuck off my channel, watch my videos, leave a like on every single one of them, give me that retention, keep me on mute, right? The whole shebang. But that's just something like you can fucking hold my word to that. I'm never backing down on that, right? It will have more nuance as I get more skilled or whatever, but I'm never gonna forget the work I've done, which is why I've cataloged everything, and I'm never gonna stop reminding myself of the work I am doing and why it's important. And you guys, right? Like we're gonna keep fucking trying is the point, and keep reinforcing that we're trying and keep putting effort in, right? This stream was the complete opposite of that, where I was just kind of fucking around. But even then, right, I put so much effort in that my fucking around resulted in a pretty decently formed thingamajiggy, right? That looks like it's in the perspective. Maybe not perfectly. It does look a bit flat in some areas, but yeah, like it's all a testament to trying, right? And with that being said, let me actually do this before I log off. All right, I just want to give this little texture. I'm not even doing this on purpose. This pen is just fucking ass. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, we give it this. There you go, and then maybe with something like, how you fill that in? Oh, look at that. Naughty boy, such a genius. Okay, and there you go. Maybe just some fucking, I don't know, random bullshit go burr. Again, I don't understand values. That's gonna be at one point as well. Okay, that kind of looks that still looks like shit, but I'm just gonna allow it. I'm just gonna allow it. Like this in general looks pretty fucking mediocre, but and like that's so much more detailed than it needs to be. Like I don't know why I put all that detailing there, right? But let's see. Let's see. I don't know why I put all that detail there. Okay, if that's the case, maybe I'll put some detail here, right? I want some more details. I guess we do want to. Oh wait, I could just close this off as well, because technically there's nothing in the shoe, so might as well make it nice and dork, nice and braccaroni. Come on, rub that shit in. First we target the blacks, and then we target the Mexicans. Very good. Okay, now maybe that's a bit better in the sense like, okay, like we have some dark areas, right? Same with this. If I do something like make this dark as well. Little things. It's all about the little things. That tiny little pecker right there, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's okay. It's whatever. I'm not trying to overthink it, but it looks pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with it. Let me do this. I always do this for my thumbnails now because I'm fucking tired of always moving the page around. Ta-da! Oh, wait, fuck. 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 I don't know where to put my hand. Whatever, we'll just put it right here. Ta-da! There you go. I was talking to air. What happened? For me, I'm not interested in drawing from imagination. I like creating ideas in my head. Noise, creatures and characters, very good, very good. Perspective and rendering are just tools I use to ground them in a more believable space. Hell yeah, that's the power of realism. That's the power of rocket somebody realism, right? That first part is important. Otherwise, you can't do the second part, right? Oh, and I guess let me yeah, like, cause what I'm doing right now is like, why am I making all these random parts dark? Because I fucked up and made this shit dark for no reason, right? I added shadows there, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, texture. So if I just do a little bit of that everywhere throughout this thing, then it's like, oh, this thing kind of just has pockets of darkness. I don't know if it makes sense. That's just kind of my logic behind it, right? Maybe it makes sense, maybe it doesn't. Did I ask for your goddamn opinion? All right. See, maybe something like that. Right, what else? What else? Maybe this can also be dark. See, just like the through that. Let's see. What other little parts can we have that are dark? We want the blacks. Okay? America rejected them. Nigeria sold them. Punta Cana has over 1 million. And today we liberate them, one brushstroke at a time. This is not politically correct. It is politically charged. Like and subscribe. To be honest, we all know what the fuck I'm saying. Honestly, you know, it's like that Office meme, right? Sometimes I just say things and hope the words end up making sense. Right? Vicky doesn't know what he's saying. He doesn't think before he speaks. Wrong. He thinks and then he knows before he speaks. Right? Genius fucking wordplay. Eh. See, my lines are so bad. Let's see. Oh shit. Okay, just fucking go with it. Just go with it. Okay, you know what? I think this is pretty decent. Like whatever this is, I think it's like okay, like this definitely looks like something that's about to shoot him and has a fucking handle, whatever. That's like the general like shape that I'm going for. Right? Isn't creating ideas in your head like characters or creatures drawing from imagination? Not in the same sense. Viggy's goal of drawing from imagination is knowing how to make the entire portrait without a guide, from line art to coloring to position to everything. Exactly. My goal is to see how far my mind can be pushed, right? And my conduit is art, obviously. But my goal within art is just like, okay, someone like Kim Jong-il exists, right? Someone like Peter Han exists. Someone like all these expert draftsmanship. Someone like fucking Loomis existed. Someone like Leyendecker existed. Like we have and there's like a fuck ton of East Asian artists that exist to this day that are able to do the things I'm trying to do. So what is the difference between me and them, apart from where they place their effort, how much they place their effort, and how consistently they place their effort, and time, right? And time. So my goal is just to be like, let's just keep going. Let's fucking do it. Let's prove to myself more than anything that I'm capable of becoming an expert draftsman, right? I want to create things. I want literally a fucking world in my mind, right? Like I want to be able to just see and train myself over hundreds and thousands of hours to see and apply and just keep putting these layers of paint and skills, right? First line form and perspective, right? First line form and perspective, and then portraits, and then finishing the roadmap, and then figures, right? And then like I'll do dragons and shit because they have the dragon roadmap, and then architecture roadmap. Like there's just constantly keep adding to my skill set and my repertoire because at the end of the day, I want to be able to draw anything, you know. But let's see. Yeah, but that's also for drawing from imagination. A lot of concept artists do. Rembert Motel, for example. Yeah, Rembert Motel is great. I love his storyboarding. His storyboarding is sick, right? Viggy doesn't do character or creature or general design. I do. Well, I will one day. God damn it! That's the whole fucking point. That's why you think I'm spamming this, right? It's not about doing design or not. It's about getting to the point where you can design based on your extreme understanding of form and breakdown of everything around you into simple shapes, and thus being able to ideate and create whatever design you want, right? He just makes the portraits. I don't just fucking make the portraits. Where just because I am actually spamming the fuck out of the portrait roadmap right now. That is the next 2 years, but it's not I'm making the portraits. It's using that again as a conduit for intensive spatial reasoning. You know, that I will do character designs when I get better at portraiture, and then that's like think about it. I haven't drawn anything mechanical apart from just wrapping shit around a box around a sphere inside a box with like all this fuckery. How is it possible? You have to think about it that I'm able to just by practicing these, which are again it's extremely intense in spatial reasoning because I'm trying to visualize this while I wrap this around it. How am I doing this? How am I doing this? How am I doing this? Because it's all transferable skills. It's draftsmanship. It's imagination. It's form. It's spatial reasoning, right? So that's where you might, well, not might. That's where you most likely are mistaken, right? You're not seeing the transferability of skills, and it's all long term. I guarantee I'll be able to ideate and design whatever the fuck I want in 15, 20 years, right? It's just a matter of time. I'm laying the foundation, like I said, right? But that's pretty funny. I'm known as the guy who just do the portraits. I am Viggy. Hashtag I am Viggy. Watch me just do the portrait. I think you're struggling to differentiate designing idea and creating a portrait purely from mental intuition, no guidelines. No, I'm not struggling to differentiate that. Those are two separate skills which I'm working on, right? The first right now is pure spatial reasoning of the portraiture, and the second is going to be pure ideation once that spatial reasoning has had a concrete foundation. Artwad has this all in their portrait roadmap. I'm literally just going to follow it, and I'm just going to showcase exactly what I mean, which is exactly what they mean. Again, many people who are doing Artwad shit have not put in the work to actually get the results that Antonio has, right? Because Antonio has put in the fucking thousands of hours, you know? Not you, Viggy. I'm trying to explain the differences in our goals to Purple Haze. Well, I got butthurt for no reason, and I want to start shit. Okay? Literally. Let me draw poo-poo on top of this guy's head. Let's do that. Let's do a little poo-poo. That's an adorable poo-poo right there. Oh, he's gonna grow up to be quite the shit stain, literally. Or he's gonna be an ice cream vendor because it's all about interpretation. There you go. Ta-da! Amazing. Okay, well, either way, I mean, I guess I just clarified my goals no matter what. I talk very fast, don't I? That's life. Anyways, I'm done. I think this is actually pretty decent for the time being, right? We added this, which was the most important part. We did some bullshit here, which was like whatever. And yeah, I mean, I did end up creating the general idea, which was I want something to be shooting him, like something mechanical to be shooting at him, right? Whoever was supposed to shoot him just went on break because I don't know how to draw people. Look at that. Problem solving, right? When in doubt, just fucking get rid of the person and say a BR, put a BRB sign, right? And I think next time to really get a sense of scale, I want to recreate this. So that's a good thing. Next time we're just gonna really grind our brains. Probably next Friday or next Saturday, whatever the fuck. We're gonna rotate this, put this over here, and it'll be like right here. So this way, yeah, we'll put it right here. So this will be the horizon line, and we'll really establish scale through that. And I'll put this entire thing into perspective. No pun intended, right? Let's see. I understand. What I mean is that you want to be able to what you want to do can be done. It is frequently done from imagination, even if you don't want to do it that way. The way you phrased it made it look like it was completely different things. This is great. This is wonderful tea. It's not even tea. They're having a very civil discussion. But because I am in control with the stream, I can frame it as tea. Anyways, you can be great at drawing something anatomically perfectly, but terrible at giving them cool looking outfits. I'm the outfits, Viggy is the anatomy. Well, again, I plan on being everything. So for now, I'm nothing. I'm not even the anatomy, bro. I'm dog shit. But soon, over time, I think by 2035, I should definitely be pretty fucking good at character designs and just designs in general, right? It'll all compound. It'll all compound, right? But let's see. Yeah, that's why I like ArtWad because they teach you the structure, and then I'm going ballistic on the structure because I want to have such a strong foundation. And then after they teach you the structure, the next step is for you to break out of that, and they teach you ideation, right? Vicky's goal is technical. My goal is to make something look cool. Viggy is just doing some things in order. LMAO. Yeah, that's actually Purple Haze. You got it. Like I'm just doing things in order. That's why I'm a huge shill for ArtWad because they teach you the structure. I'm like, okay, go off on the structure and the technicalities and like really internalize something absolutely intensely, like to quote unquote perfection, but just to have an extremely solid foundation, right? And then on top of that, with that solid foundation, follow ArtWad's teachings, and then really just build the skill of breaking the structure and pushing the designs and really making it look more dynamic, which is something I struggle with. None of these are really that dynamic, right? But it goes to show, like, even with just attempting to make things dynamic, it's starting to look decent. And I have no idea of what design and structure or anything is, right? So, I mean, again, all the power of line form and perspective, literally all the power, right? But yeah, Purple Haze gets it. I think Crystal Haze, Crystal Pirate, what the fuck, Crystal Haze? I'm bastardizing both names together. But Viggy is he wants to make things look cool. I definitely want to make things look cool, right? Again, like I fucking grew up on One Punch Man, Berserk, right? What's it called? Vinland Saga, The Breaker New Waves, a Fairy Tale, like original art was really fucking good. One Piece, right? There's like Attack on Titan's anime art is like amazing. Again, like dude, there's 100 examples I can think of. I just can't think of them right now. But they're like think about all the amazing manga art. Like my goal is that, but with a mix of like realism, like a bit more realism, right? Like is the art style I have envisioned. But yeah, like I 100% dynamism like is something I'm extremely 100% gonna go fucking off on. But it's just yeah, doing it in order and having a fucking 40-year timeline. So infinite delayed gratification is what I promote and what I consistently try to embody in myself, right? And Purple Haze says, and this is said by the best of the best, not me. Exactly. Like none of this is me saying this is how it's done. There's no doing things in order because everyone has a different approach and style. Me and Biggie have very different styles. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there, or like I'm gonna put like I'm gonna say my opinion right there. Style. If you're saying style as in if you are saying style to excuse lack of fundamentals, that's where you're severely mistaken. Because a style is something that is decision making on top of strong fundamentals. Right now, I don't really have a style, but the little style that I do is the little decisions I'm making and what I want the viewer or to see. Right? Like style is decision making. Style is not a cover up or something looks different. Style is something is intentionally made to look different on top of a very solid foundation. Right? And there are doing things in order, right? Like if you learn anatomy before you like again, like everything not fundamentals, but not everyone wants to make realism either. That's cool. You should have said that from the beginning, because everything that I'm basing this off of is the fact that you want to make, or people want to make, representational art. And the foundation of representational art, i.e., life, like the representation of life, is line, form, and perspective. Like without these three, no matter how good any other fundamental is, your art will always look unrealistic, right? But if that's not what you're going for, wonderful. You've established that, and I fucking wish you all the best on that journey, right? But if you are trying to make representational art, there are orders to go about it in. But I think the main order is line, form, and perspective. And after you get a really solid foundation of that, you're basically you are free. You're free to do whatever the fuck you want. In my opinion, like you can do environments and then values, or you can do values and then environments. Like at the end of the day, if you're fucking collecting it all like Pokemon cards, you're gonna get to them at one point, and you're gonna have expert level draftsmanship at the end of your lifetime, right? So like, but line, form, and perspective are the absolute fucking foundation of everything else that is built on top of it, right? There's obviously going to be like, you know, fucking discussion and discourse on which one do you do after? Do you do fucking values? Do you do lighting? Do you do I don't know, design, right? Do you do gesture, right? Everybody will have an argument for all of them, and all of them will probably be valid because it comes down to opinion, as well as they're all pretty fucking important. But line, form, and perspective is absolutely non-negotiable, right? And not realism, lol, even heavily stylized and art needs fundamentals. Exactly, like you can't break the rules if you don't see the rules, if you don't fucking internalize the rules, right? I have a strong distaste for realism. I lean much more to simple design. You can still apply perspective, form, and accurate anatomy to different types of art. Agreed, agreed. Again, it's just about being clear with what your goals are and knowing what those goals involve. My goals are expert level draftsmanship, and then hyper stylized on top of that to my degree, and then turning into a fucking manga from my imagination. That's like 1,000 different skills. That's why I'm going along this path, and that's why I have a clear idea, and that's why I'm so fucking glad, bro. I'll suck Antonio's dick. I'm so glad ArtWad exists. He literally gave me the path. People fucking commented on my beginner artist video. This is the path? No, ArtWad is the fucking path. You just have to do 100 times the work that they require of you, because they cater towards beginners, because they need to make money, right? They need to make money, right? Which is reasonable. But beginners do not do the work. Beginners just talk about how much they dislike practice and how learning things is difficult, right? Let's see, Viggy, hey, Tiny Reiki, you came at the wrong time though. I'm literally fucking off. I've just been talking. I've just been fucking around talking, having good discourse around art and my opinions on it, which are the only opinions that matter. Don't forget, right? But let's see, not realism. Okay, Viggy, you can draw Mickey Mouse and a boss from Elden Ring in the same setting. Exactly, and I will do that one day. Mark my words, I'll prove Crystal right. What is this line? When did this happen? Have I just had this the entire time? What the fuck, bro? Nobody told me. I just have a disgustingly... Well, actually, I have a bunch of random lines on my desk. Probably from drawing and accidents and all that shit. But I will call it here. I hope you guys enjoyed whatever I drew for the time being today. Right? I think the stream is decent in terms of quality. But... yeah, I'm going to call it here. If anybody else has anything else to say about the drawing... I do think, like, again, this isn't like the best perspective. I definitely could have foreshortened this a decent amount more. This is pretty static, right? I agree. Like, I agree. This is pretty static. This is nowhere near as in the foreground as it should be. But, you know, it's what it is. See ya. Bye. Yeah, have a good one. Everybody have a good night or day. I don't know where the fuck you guys are. Wherever you live, please be safe. Viggy out. I'm copying Chibi Reviews, who's completely fallen off. He's a fucking sensationalist, just rage-baiting drama channel now. It's actually really sad. He was such a positive guy. But that random aside, the fuck. With that being said, as always, fuck you for watching. Keep off. Oh god, I banged my fucking my knuckle on the desk. Keep drawing. What the fuck? Keep drawing. And please, give me money. Jesus Christ. Oh god, I have to do this shit every time.